go. Hello and welcome to the Breaking Heads. We are continuing our recap from the WTC. All of us went to the WTC and played there. And we again have Pau here, who didn't play Orks. This is an Ork podcast, but I played Orks, and I played against Gustavo from Team Portugal, and we even played in the Warmasters against each other. And I think it's a very interesting situation because we played quite kind of similar lists. We both haven't played Orks in the 10th edition, but we're coming into 11th edition really wanting to play Orks. Maybe Gustavo rather wanted to play Guard but couldn't. We will find out about that later. But what I also found interesting is that our list from the concept seemed quite similar, but from the units are still very different. And we're going to talk about our experience at the Warmasters, where we played against each other in the 6th round, the WTC, and also the different lists that we saw at WTC, because obviously there were many. And yes, we know the Ork Codex is coming very shortly. We will talk about this a little bit in the end, but I think we can already say that the Ork Codex, which is coming, has going to have so much depth and different lists. So we can probably learn a little bit about Orks in the future as well by analyzing all the different lists that the teams brought to the WTC. First of all, Gustavo, welcome to our podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
And thank you, Paul, again for joining in as a moderator and bringing your spice to our podcast.
It's not about the spice, it's about moderating both of you, because I know both of you very well, and I thought mandatory as health reasons to moderate this conversation. So yeah, especially as the link between the like southern countries and the northern countries that I am, we can like
Ambassador Pau.
Yeah, exactly. We can have a jolly conversation about one of my armies that I love most, which is definitely not true.
Yeah, so up here is the take and hold area. Down there is the disruption area.
You listen here, you little piece of mushroom shit. You played take and hold because I played disruption, not the other way around.
Yes, you sacrificed yourself for me, and
yes. I took the shot in the knee so you could walk.
Oh, by the way, we have to introduce Gustavo more in a second. But Gustavo, did you know that at the last weekend before the list submission, actually the weekend between all the new shit came out, and then we had to update. Pau and I were just debating whether I should play disruption and he should play take and hold, which because we could then suddenly with Modaka. I'm happy I didn't, Pau.
I know you are.
Yeah,
I know you are, but that's okay.
Did you ever consider that, Gustavo?
I just told my team I'm playing disruption. It's not negotiable. I'm playing take and hold. It's not.
Oh
yeah, I'm playing take and hold.
See,
I played one
how
game
would
with
you have it
disruption.
with me? I even considered.
Yeah, wow, cool story, bro. Never mind.
We also had an Eldar one trick in our composition, so disruption was filled in.
That's cool. Yeah.
Like the point, the Eldari player, they should take the disruption for the team.
Yes, exactly.
Well, they should not, but it's okay. Yes. So
okay, Paul, I give it to you. Should we introduce
I will
Gustavo?
just briefly want to introduce Gustavo. Mm-hmm. Why you know him, Fred. We already saw some snippets. You heard a lot of stories about Gustavo from me and Malte. I think so. Yeah. And you played him at the Warmasters. This is a game that we're gonna briefly talk about. I know Gustavo because I spent some nights with him. He talking me about mushrooms. I know Gustavo because I like to oversleep to tournaments and wake up 1 hour late. Yeah, and just having good vibes.
That was
we made it. Yeah, thanks to you, Gustavo. But it's okay.
That was in Barcelona.
No, that was in Amersfoort at the Eurotrash. But
yeah,
whatever.
Some teams weren't.
And I like your vibe, so this is one of the most important things. But what I really didn't know you is that you are actually a guard player, like the guard player. Every time anyone last year needed a guard list, I would just hit you up and say, "Oi, Gustavo, ¿cómo estás? Send me a guard list." And then you would send me a list with Nork and 1,900 whatever points left.
All the science I could fit in the same list.
Exactly. And then I was like happy. So why the hell? When did that happen? When did you get like hit on the head that you had to play Ork?
So we had an Ork player in Portugal, and he decided to swap to knights. Well, I asked him to swap to knights because that Gate Warden was crazy, and he was also a knight player. And then I was like, wow, Orks are broken. And I told him, okay, give me the Orks then. I just took the Ork from him. And then I was testing a lot of cards, and I was like, it's not that good. It feels quite bad to play. And I'm also pretty burned out on it for playing so much in 10th edition. So, yeah, that's where the Orks came from. And then Orks kind of played, like, there's this shooty playstyle that appeared, which before I was like, Orks are pretty cool, but it's pure melee, and melee is not for me. But when I got like this shooty style, I could play like some combined arms, so I like the arm. That's basically the story.
Yeah, I really like this concept of shooty Orks, because at the end of the day, Orks still be Orks, right? You still have like a decent melee profile, and especially if you have like some twinkled melee units in the list, it still like fucking hits like a truck. So it's funny because it's like not a similar story in your case, but for Fred, for instance, for you it was kind of a return home, like a return to the Orks, which I'm very happy for you because you like glowed energy, you looked very healthy with it. Yeah, when did you want to play Orks? Like when did you got a hit on the head?
So I played my first 2 WTCs with Orks way back, and haven't touched them basically in all of 10th edition. But I think what triggered the most was there's 2 things: getting to know that there's Orks in 11th edition as the antagonist faction. So they're gonna get a lot of love and it's gonna get a lot of different playstyles. Not the only playstyle they had in 10th edition where you can only, as Gustavo said, play melee, try to really have this one war turn, but maybe play the game for multiple turns. And then also just like playing too much knights. Just playing too much knights. I was totally burnt, like fed up with it. Like having 6, even just 10 models, but every model is valuable. Got into my nerve, was exhausting. And I like Orks with this unit. I don't have any emotional attachment. Just go and do something. Oh, my 10 flash kits, they did only 2 damage to this defiler. Well, I don't care. I have 2 more. Okay, it's dead. Or like, okay, I don't care. You kill it. Oh, I just put it there because, how many looters do I need to OC you? Okay, 6 looters. Okay, they're just going to go there and don't shoot. I love that. That's amazing. And that really brings me back to Orks. And it's so cool.
Yeah, especially because like our logo that you can see like down there is an Ork, like Breaking Heads OG Ork channel actually. So it's funny to like make the full circle back for you.
After the whole 10th edition, now in 11th edition Ork Codex, there's finally the Breaking Heads rule again.
Yeah, that's correct.
Just the same.
Yeah, like we paid a lot of money to Josh, so we could include this into the codex.
What is this rule? I haven't played for it.
It's always it always has been that you get some Ork boss killed some guys and then they are unbetter shocked. So basically Ork Commissar.
I see. Makes sense.
Yes, makes a lot of sense that we're already like talking about lore and yeah.
Yes, that's the main goal here.
Remain focused. That's why we got POW.
Exactly. So what I like kind of like distill from both of your talks, like as an Astra enjoyer that like usually plays like a lot of science and a lot of like units and can dish out a lot of concentrated damage, but still have like 1 million OC, blah blah blah. And you, Fred, that needed like like multiply the number count of your army by 50, apparently, from knights, going from knights to orcs. Both of your armies look like they have a lot of stuff. Like, too much stuff, one would say. But I really like this concept of having a lot of stuff. Gustavo, for you, just because like Fred like tried the Green Tide build. Have you tried the Green Tide build? How was your experience with it?
So before the patch, I was testing that, and honestly, it didn't really give me joy to play, but it was good. Like, it was very cheap, and you had the 1 DP. Was it tactical to give you fallback?
Did you play it with the Phantasm?
Yeah, the Phantasm at the end, if they fall back from you. It was very good, but it wasn't that fun for me, so I was not sad to see it go. And then I had this build always there. I was like, Green Tide, I think, is slightly better. But then Green Tide got destroyed, so it was easy to swap to this build. And you?
I think with Fred, he like had to. You played Green Tide at Pyra, right?
Yes, I played. And I think, actually, Gus, I think you would have liked this version, because what I did was I played the Green Tide with 100 boys, but I took out almost all of the characters. And then because I was looking at, like, while writing the list, I'm like, like, this is 750 points for, like, just all these boys. And then, okay, put some Gretchens in. Wow, I still have 1,000 points left. Maybe I put a weird boy in, maybe like a big boss for like the 7-inch charge rollable from reserve. I was like, what can I do with that? And I basically put 30 looters, 30 flash kits, and some tankbusters in. And also, I feel like this list was amazing. I think you would have liked that too, because it was so abundant,
definitely.
and still had the shooting.
Yeah, that's so many models.
Yes, yes, it was 193.
It was very toxic, because when we play at Pyra Cup, Fred had like, I don't know, like 10 times the models I had. He still clocked out, but he finished the games before me.
Yes, because I didn't need to think.
Round 2.
I was just going, okay, 20 boys in the middle. Just imagine how cheap they are. 150 points. No one can kill that in any way efficiently. And like, people are, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna put a unit there, kill that. Okay, I'm like, I warp everything in, everything dead. Or people conceded turn 2, 3 every time, and power was still there. I'm gonna do my Eldari shit.
No, I did not do my Eldari shit.
I'm gonna do my action. I'm gonna do my action, and now I get some primary.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting, to be honest.
Yeah.
By the way, I wanted to.
Both of you like pivoted to like the shooty list, because it has like a bit more of like Ork vibe and Ork charisma to it. So yeah.
By the way, hold on a second. I want to ask Gus, did you because we saw also in 10th edition in Germany that the lists, the guard list, start being more MSU, lots of units, and like they started with 3 Rogaldorn or something, and then they had 2, and then they had 1, and then they had 0. And I feel like at your list, I saw the first where there was like 0 Rogaldorn. Was there like any specific reason you did that in the guard, and maybe this also transferred to your Ork lists?
It was basically I just felt like it didn't do enough damage, and I'd rather have like my anti-tank come from like Scions and the Cadian bricks, and a million mines that I throw, and grenades, and I just felt that was more reliable. And in the games where I did bounce, because maybe I'm against Tyranids, the mine's not that good, maybe they're not touching objectives, then I could leverage the increased unit count to bully people off primary and keep 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yeah.
Even
like in the end, you can always put, if you have 3 units, in the end, you can just put them on the marker or in the way and do something, right? But if the Dawn doesn't do anything, he just stands there, and it's like, he doesn't even move sometimes on these fucking old WC tables, right?
And he had some games where he was like straight up a liability, to be fair. Because I don't know, like I shoot him once, and then it just dies instantly.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. I don't want to get into shootouts with the filers that sit 48 inches away, pop AOC or pop -1 to hit or whatever. I deal like 6 damage, and then they one-shot the Rogaldor, and I'm like, that was pointless.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Simplifying it is better. Like every time I saw an Astralist in 10th with a Dorn or 2 Dorns in it, I was like, hey, finally I can put like some use to my anti-tank 36 inches star
also
pads. Thank you.
Yeah.
But as the other way around, like when I was playing Spectacle of Spite at the other time, when I saw a Dorn, I was like, oh shit, how I'm gonna pop this 2-up AOC tank. Oh no. But then I ignored it, and I still won against guard, so it's fine. Yeah,
like you can hide from it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the deep striking scions, you usually cannot hide from them, but
no,
call me
because
crazy.
they rapid and then they move 9 and they shoot and charge you.
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
damage.
Yes. Good.
Okay, we need to find out why still like Gas made it in your list, because he's like kind of like a Rogaldorn sometimes.
So I'll actually answer this. So I used to run Nork with a bunch of Cadians and have like this anvil unit, right? So I just advance it to the middle and it sits there. And it can die, but it needs a lot of response. And importantly, it threatens to go forward and kill my opponent, right? So Gas is the same unit. It's just I'm playing very, very aggressive with it, where I just advance it to the middle. It just sits there, and I'm basically saying, okay, you can hit Gas, sure. I'll probably live with Gas, not always, but probably. And if you don't hit Gas, the boys are great targets for the auto advance, and they'll come get you, especially in down the board.
Yeah, I really think that Gas is a cooked unit in this meta also. Like in like damage 4 profile is really good. The buff that he gives, like +1 to wound, is also like from the other world. And basically all the other boys in that unit are like ablative wounds for him that you don't really care. So as Gustavo did with Nork, like put him in the middle. Do you want to commit a multiple times of points and effort to like damage the unit? And if Nork plus the Cadian Castellan survives and is happy, you get fallback charge, fallback shoot, whatever you want to do. Then you just go punch someone with Gasgul or with the Nork. So would you say that Gasgul is the better Nork, or is like the Pokemon evolution of Nork?
He definitely puts the Cadian brick to shame in terms of damage. It's like not even close in terms of damage and durability. He just punts stuff into the sun, bro.
There's nothing that survives. Nothing in the game survives Gasgul with the 20 boys.
I'm always like, okay, Gaz and 2 boys will swing into you. They're always dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the list now on the stream. Where should we go from here? Should we already run through our lists, or should we do some more run up?
Yeah, no, we could like keep talking about the single lists, because I have like some specific questions about both of your lists. So we already like established that you guys like played the Ork concepts, you played Green Tide, you played everything, and then you came like back to a lot of shooty units doing bad stuff, but still like having a bit of melee in some places. And the main question is, like, the main difference I have with both of your lists is, one list is running named characters, yours, Gustavo, and Fred's is not playing that many named characters. I think maybe only one, right? You only play like the Zodrock.
Only the kindergartner.
Yeah, the kindergartner, exactly. But in both of your lists, you have enough shooting. So I want to start with Gustavo, asking why Wazdaka? Like, we talk about Gasgul, like that you this anvil unit, but why Wazdaka? And you can like give you 3 pros and cons, and then Fred can answer why 3 pros and cons.
Why not Wazdaka? Again.
Yeah.
So from the start, this kind of list, I was trying to make some sort of like toolbox, right? So I like having units that have a very specific role, and I can deliver them to a specific place. And if they get to the right place, they do their job, right? So with Wazdaka, he was just, I wanted all my melee units to be fast enough that they reach across the table and grab my opponent, right? but I can only auto advance 6 in one place, right? So Wazdaka was auto take for me because he automatically go 20 and then charge, and then against shooting matchups he's a nice lone op to just put in my expansion and force commitment, or even in the middle sometimes. Like sometimes I look at the table and I measure, it's like, you're not getting that much shooting at the middle, so I put guys off the objective because maybe they get rerolls against objectives or whatever, and I still stage him very aggressively. But then I also put Wazdaka in the middle because I'm like, okay, maybe you misdeployed, you're not really doing much. And then he just does okay damage. He's nothing crazy, but he's just one more thing that go shoot and charge, and he's really fast. Because I was finding with orcs, I can always kill what's in front of me, always. I just wanted extra tools to reach like behind walls or to reach deep into my opponent's deployment zone and kill like the second line. Yeah, that's basically it.
Fred, why didn't Wazdaka make it into your list? Because
I think
I know
Wazdaka
I played him a couple of times.
So I played like 6 games with him, and every time he utterly disappointed me. And I was also putting my expectations more, like lowering them. Like it's like, oh, I go on my expansion. Here is 1 ghost here. Bomb, he's dead. I'm like, okay, there's this 1 unit for my opponent, like some Terminators. They have 3 wounds. They are T6, T5 plus -1 wound, but I have land, so I'm gonna rack them up. And yeah, he just like kills 1 and then dies to the other 4 or something. So I felt he's not worth his points if you ever want in defensive and offensive. I felt he's good for playing the mission. And then in the end, for my list, I decided I'm just going to use his 175 points to play 3 more units. Basically, I have Commandos and Stormboys, which Gus doesn't have here. But I also understand playing him because like a reason why I played against Commandos in the end, at first I never had them in my list. And then I was like, well, actually, I have so many units in Orks anyways. And as you said, yes, like if I never had a problem of killing my opponent or losing the race, it's more like maybe it was a problem of, oh, it would be great to have just a little bit more movement to screen or like deny objective or like do plunder, whatever, you know? It's just like, oh, it's like a pain in the ass now to do plunder with 20 boys. So it would actually be nice to have some Storm Boys to do it. And even though I find them like less efficient in the direct damage race or something, but actually damage race, you can always win. So then I was just like, okay, I basically use some overcosted or too expensive in comparison units. And I think for that, Wazdaka is totally fine. I just went with the approach more like, okay, I have just more units of the same. Yeah.
I definitely agree that this model is just cursed. Like this guy just dies to the most random bullshit imaginable. he I don't know. Sometimes he just takes like 6 damage from scouts and eats a grenade. It's like, oh, I'm dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I remembered in our game because I had some commandos in front of your deployment zone and where Wazdaka was, and I was too tired in that game. But after my round, I realized, oh, the commandos, they just did plunder there, but they also had a bomb scrig, and I could have thrown a grenade. I'm 100% sure Wazdaka would now be on like 2 runes or something.
He heals, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
He heals 3 every time.
Yeah. Like, is that how you, like, did you just like also lose your attachment to him and said, okay, he's a threat, and I'm gonna throw him in when I go in with the gas break, and if I like do a turn where everything fights, and then if he bounces, if he dies to the 5 intercessors who are retaliating, he dies. It doesn't matter. Is that what is your approach?
Basically, he was like, when I go with, because I'm using the WA very liberally, because I don't need the Y for shooting, right? I only need it for my melee unit. So in the turns where I know I can connect Mosrog, Zod, Gaz, and Wazak into something, I'll just be like, yeah, why not? And sometimes he's like, okay, my opponent need to focus Gaz, need to focus Mosrog, and he's like the third priority or the fourth priority or whatever. And he gets to do the fallback and do stuff.
I see, yeah.
It's just one more thing to go in and be like kind of awkward to kill because he's low up, he's toughness 8.
He can scam people, right?
He can scam people.
Yeah.
He is a bit cursed, but he can scam
So
people.
you didn't like, because I was thinking about it as well, like maybe you have to be just very disciplined and conserve him for like turn 4-5, because then he might like loses the threats that kill him easily, or then he's like jumping around and no one can catch him anymore.
Yes.
Did you ever use him like this, or did you think about using him like this? Because I saw it was only in the series. I was all like, I'm not gonna have the patience for that.
Yeah, I do recognize his value in like late game, like go here, kill the scoring unit, score. But it's rare that I use him like that, because on my push turn, I always want to go with like everything, you know.
Yeah.
And he just kind of gets stuck in. Actually, for example, in my game against Canada's Orks, he went in and he just, since they had to shoot that Gaz, Mosrog, and Zod, he just got to live the entire game because he's like kind of awkward to the side, like he just keeps fighting. The damage on that side is not quite enough to reliably kill him, so he has to aim at Gaz and aim at something else. So that's the role I always had for him.
So if he survives to turn 4, that's good, but he's not in the way that it's necessary.
Yeah, I usually just send him in like a mishap.
Okay.
Yeah, like, to be honest, if I would play Orks, which will never happen because I have at least a modicum of standard and style. Do I say now? After probably gonna play the next most broken thing I can like touch after being a little depressed.
Gus, so the depressed Pau in the train bag was writing Drukhari lists, of course, and then sister lists. So
I play sisters too. Don't go down there.
I know. Don't worry, bro. I'm back. Okay. I'm back to playing like a real army. Don't worry. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay. So, because in my head, Wazaka is just basically like, if I play like bricks of damage and want to like activate every turn, like advance and activate, or like activate and die or whatever, he's just the perfect piece to do points in sense of these 2 action missions that we have in the deck, or like whatever else. Just like turn 1 middle marker sitting there and say, you want to commit into my lone up 4-up invul guy? I don't think so. So yeah, I have to agree with Gustavo that he's not that expensive either, but okay. Like, this is like the running theme.
He is expensive for Orks.
I agree.
This is the standard. He's not expensive for any other army in the game, but for Orks, he's expensive.
Yes, I agree. So maybe after WTC, we are like always smarter. Would you have changed anything about your list, Gustavo?
I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy.
That's good. That's good.
Maybe the third Dakar could become something else. I like the Dakar rigs a lot, but I mean, if it's something else, I don't think I'm sad. But yeah, I'm super happy with this list over WTC.
The Dakar rigs for you also like a very slow VATS Dakar? Like, so they scam people in defense, and sometimes if all the stars align, they hit on force and then they kill stuff. But usually also they just scam people in offense as well, right?
Yes. So there's 2 reasons why I love Dakar rigs and I think they're busted. So first, I'm just advancing them forward. Like, it's always back to that. Oh, you have to overcommit into this slightly awkward profile that has an invuln. Why does it have a 5-up invul all the time? Who knows? I don't.
Also in melee.
So in melee, who knows? Like, so you aim your anti-tank at it, your Lancer. Oh, sorry, I rolled 1-5 too many. And then it's something that like is staging like near the front lines, and I just poke it out and I shoot 5 scouts. Or when everything comes out, they just get heavy and sit there shooting, because I feel like I'm getting like 3 to 4 or 2, 3, 4 activations per game out of them on average, because you have to deal with gas, you have to deal with Modrog, you have to deal with all the looters, so the rigs just kind of sit there and shoot. Their damage is not consistent. I agree with that, but they have like a casino potential high enough that if I keep using them, and eventually they'll scam people and do like loads of damage, right? Because it's just a lots of shots with good damage and AP. And then they also hold my primary, like when my front line push forward into like their outside their deployment zone, they just run onto the primary and they're like sitting there, just holding primary. So I basically play them like Lehman Russes.
Yeah, I really see that you try to, like, both of you kind of try to translate your play style ideas into your orc lists. Like with Fred, it was a little bit more difficult from the Knights, but I think that Fred has like before he was playing a Knight army, back in the days when we weren't born, Gustavo, when he was playing stuff like Eldar and stuff like this idea of having multiple lists that can like squeeze out the maximum damage and not having any emotional attachment to it. Like this is something like, in my opinion, Fred transmitted to his orc list. And I was in the train going to WTC, and I saw that you both guys like paired up at Warmasters, and I was so happy. Like I called you, Gustavo, and I was amazed that you picked up. Like, what the fuck? Average. Yeah, like, and yeah, I just, maybe just for like content reasons, I want Gustavo, you to try to explain me, if I didn't know Fred, what is Fred's play style?
If you didn't know Fred.
Correct.
After playing against Fred.
Yeah.
He's very like incremental advantage kind of guy, I think. Like shoot here, very like precise. Whereas myself, I'm more like monkey, go forward.
Yeah.
Push forward.
Your monkey bonobo brain in a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because yeah. So you would say that Fred is like a methodical player playing the most chaotic army in the world. Like,
yeah, that's how he came off to me.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. Okay, same question to you, Fred.
Yeah, I had maybe can explain this from a situation.
Yes, please.
Gustavo just pushed his Dakar rig on one flank on his objective, and he was like, I want to hide here. I'm like, yeah, sure. But remember, if I touch this terrain, I might get a long angle with my shock attacker. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. I go a bit further. I'm like, yeah, but if we look at this line, if I ever touch it, and it's still a 60-inch line, I can shoot you. He's like, yeah, okay, whatever, doesn't matter. So then I do this the next turn, and I put myself there. And I just one-shot the Dakar rig. He didn't scare me with the 5-ups in one turn. So there was like, I mean, I just got a Dakar rig for free, basically, and he didn't get any primary.
Rest in peace, Dakar.
So great advantage, just like what I guess if you guys say this, just what I like. But also because Gus, in his macro plan, he was just like, I'm gonna push you because I go first. I push you with my Zodiac, with my kindergarten squad, and roll a fucking 11-inch charge. Ties up all my stuff. Even like I had placed because I have the beast boss on Scrigosaur, and I have him there so I can deny people from going into me because he can free heroic even if I'm like turn 1 0 CP or something. But he rolled
I
11, so
just
he could
well.
attack them, so they could not heroic anymore. And because their bases are huge, they only like 1 or 2 could fight. So I was under a lot of pressure. And because I was under a lot of pressure, I could go forward and one-shot his Dakarik, but I not only misplaced him a little bit, so he could come then with the second wave and take him out. And also like had more advantage there. So I think there was one mismatch, advantage for Gus in this game, that he could, even though didn't place things like how do you say, meticular or this, but because the macro just like, oh, I go forward with my Dakariks, I push, I can be shot, but I have a second wave, and I go forward with the Zodi, and I have some pressure here, and maybe also I put myself in position with a good charge. I can do this and that.
Yeah,
and as long as Gaskell doesn't touch a marker to get shot by Lutels, you're just fine.
Yeah. There was actually a lot of situations. In our game, I had a very good turn 1, but because of the good setup, you had very good turn 2 as well.
Ork army is extremely good at killing Ork army. It's crazy how fast things just disappear instantly.
Yep. It was a good crumping at least. So, but going back to the question, Fred, describe me Gustavo if you wouldn't have known all the very fun stories Malta and I told you.
You mean Gustavo's playstyle?
Yes. How does he play? How does Gustavo play?
So, I mean, I immediately recognized the pattern when we started playing of the archetype of player he is, because I play against you a lot, Pau. He's the archetype of player who is too dumb to count 5 dice and measure like a 6-inch. He cannot measure more than 2, which is engagement range, and that barely. Like engagement range is like between 3 and 1, like kind of like dependent on this, however the weather is at the moment, but like too smart to think about what to do next because already have it figured out. Like, I don't know, like you didn't measure anything when you like. I can actually have a photo from our first.
I usually just go by vibes in my games, to be fair.
Yeah, man.
I have a photo from our game.
This was good.
We play Search and Destroy. We are both kind of like we are I think like we both know how this match goes, and we both know to not hide in your corner.
Yes, because if you hide in your
that's
corner,
why we both. But we are still like deploying in a way that, okay, if you come into me, there's still like some layers. There's like, can Heroic intervene, or I put this unit forward, like on the top right, it's you have like your Squicks in the front. They're hiding, but they're not hiding behind your home objective and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But you go first, and I don't think you measured anything. I mean, you barely measured the movement of your Gretchens. You're just like, okay, they go 9 + 6, so they will all be here, so I can shoot you in 12, okay? And then I mean, I'm not going to talk about the Dakarik.
We talked after that I should just put Wazdaka there, just chilling.
Yeah, no. You basically just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to move the Dakarik up, and I assumed, oh, I'm going to have heavy. I'm like, you just move like 10 inches. It's like, oh yeah, sure. No, I didn't mean that. I just meant go here, shoot the commandos. Fine. Yeah. So no pre-measurement, but like kind of like seeing the board and taking it in, and then having the right vibe where to go, what's generally needed to be done.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's Gus' play style, and also his big advantage. And I could really see that from playing guard, like at least that's what I assume. Because if you play guard, and I've seen people play guard with the style, with the MSU, like you have 3 times Engineer, 3 times Kazakin, 3 times Tempestos, whatever. And it's a lot about the vibes and the like muscle memory, what to do and put it where. Because at least how I imagine it, because if you just like, I don't know, perfectly position the melter of the Kazakin, well, you have like 3 other Kazakin to move and to deploy and so on. So you cannot do this. And then so you rely a lot of instinct. And I mean, I think that's, we were saying that actually the time you spend on counting your dice. It's the time I spend by having a good dice system, but I spend all that time on thinking because I really want to. I go first. I start measuring everything.
Yeah, I like half the time I'm deploying and I'm like, okay, I look at my opponent's side. I'm like, yeah, he go here, but I already know on my side. Okay, I put this. I already know I want to do this, not caring that much about what my opponent is doing. I just have my plan.
Yeah, I really think that, like, for me, it made a lot of sense that Gustavo, like, turned to Orks, just because it's like a fair transition from his playstyle we had with Astra, but now with a broken army, I guess, like, again. So that makes sense for me. A lot of sense.
It's very broken.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but like this kind of like playstyle you had with Astra, where you always like knew this is going there to do that, and then I have this unit who will move 9 with move, and touch this and shoot there, and then I have like the rapid ingress unit with that. So like you have a lot of like muscle memory, I think.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Vibing. Yeah.
It's not always perfect, I will say, because as Fred said, sometimes like that correct move here is like, my bad. That was a bad move. But over a game, I feel like I have the muscle memory to get there.
Yeah, actually, so how our game went was that he went forward. We see it in the middle. This is his kindergarten. He killed my kindergarten shooting. Charged me, killed like another Gretchen unit and 5 Stormboys.
Yes, and then
I killed all of the kindergarten, all of the Gretchens in the kindergarten except for Zoddy, and he was holding up my my
Squeakhawks and your Squeakhawks.
Yeah, and I managed to throw bomb squig to free the Squeakhawks, and then basically go forward with them, almost kill his whole his Squeakhawk unit, go with looters into the middle, shoot his whole gas unit down to just gas and Mokari. And what else did I didn't kill it. I killed one Dakarik. So he was immediately down actually material.
Yes.
And I think some of it could have been prevented, but
definitely
because
it was also game 6. I was like, yeah. A lot of it was just like push forward, go.
I mean, the mirror is
like I definitely could have prevented the gas. Like there's no reason for gas to touch.
Yeah,
that was a big mistake. But then I got you out and I got to hit you.
Yeah, and I think I made like I put 1 unit to 4 forward to Watts could come in. We were trading a lot of pieces then, and it's just a bit like also sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss, or in the end Gas was in the middle and I couldn't really attack him, so that helped him a lot.
Yes.
And
hearing the T word makes me a bit mad that you play Orks and want to trade. What the fuck? Like
the fuck, dude.
Well, in Ork versus Ork trading is basically here are 3 of my units. Kill them. Now I kill 3 of your units. So it's like we don't do small trading pieces, you know.
Yeah. It's like Second World War trading, I guess.
You trade 2,000 points for 2,000 points.
Yeah, send them in the trench.
Yeah.
So, Gus, did you play a lot of would you say you played a lot of games with Orks before the WTC to get a muscle memory, or did a lot of things just transfer?
I feel like it definitely transferred from Guard. I actually was worried at the start of WTC that I have not got nearly the amount of games on Orks that I have on Guard. I feel much more comfortable with Guard. But a lot of it was like, okay, looters are my scions. They come in and shoot. Dakariks are Lehman Russes. They walk forward and shoot. And then the bricks play like Guard bricks, except Guard bricks shoot, Ork bricks punch. So it's kind of the same army style that I just transferred over very easily for me. And that's why I was so happy to submit this list, because every time I played it, I was like, wow, this is very natural.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I see like Fred thinking, and I don't want to disturb his
No, I'm just thinking like I tried.
You should try guard.
Because I come from a
No,
like
should not.
completely different army, and the last. So I tried some. I played orcs when they were like shooty orcs when they were bad in February, but I was already happy. I was kind of happy afterwards playing. Like I found a list which had like a lot of shooting element, lots of trucks, and some boys, like 2 units of boys that could like pull the opponent out and then maybe also win like the late game. But it was like on WTC intense edition, so in the end it felt quite different. And I tried a lot to make like I really liked my pyro list a lot because really all the units were like replaceable. And now with what I came up for WTC, because I need to change quite strongly, was that I feel like now that's what I'm not sure if I want to change it, but I somehow want to like try to design it a bit different. Like I feel like there was too many, like some units still have more value than others, or like I need to be a bit more careful. Like I like the Dakariks in the way you play them now, that you can push them forward more and they take more. Like I was in games with my practice, I used flash kits or just like an extra boy unit in that way. But somehow in the end they got thrown out because I wanted more shooting. So I think it's really good to have the units that as an orc that you just put forward to pull the opponent out.
Yes. And I guess we do it the same way. We do the same thing, but you do it with small units. I do it with big bricks that need overcommitment. It's the same idea. Kind of. One thing from your list that I had underestimated before was the flash kits. I was like, I think they're not that good. But actually, I didn't realize that one squad of flash kits is not that good. 3 of them, that's a lot of shooting. Like you don't expect anything from them, but you just max it out. So you have a lot of them. And that makes the unit feel much better, I guess.
It's also that their Overwatch is always great, even if they're not in the war, even if they're not on the objective, and so on.
Because you can go sustain lethal.
Yeah, the lethal itself does so many things, and it sometimes is like they run at you and shoot, and then the opponent's like, "Oh, I only took 4 damage, ha ha," and then it's like their turn and they move and like, "Okay, now they're Overwatch," and then suddenly they're dead.
Yeah,
because they basically have a second shooting base.
Yeah, but it's definitely a unit that is better in multiples. Like I was trying just one squad, and I was like,
yeah,
no, they're doing. But having that critical mass of 2 orcs is very good.
Yeah, that's actually maybe like a good segue to go to the other list, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Like, so I have prepared here for us. There's like I would say the other major archetypes where the Squickhawk list from the French, which they basically have no shooting except for Wattstacker and the Dakarik. By the way, I was practicing that list for our team base, of course, and I was like, the 5 looters are my best unit because they actually did a lot, because I love looters, but obviously they just put it because it's a 50-point unit, which sometimes can do something, but they just have a unit. Then is the other archetype with the speed war with the 18 copters, but also more Daka with lots of shooting. I'm really curious about your thoughts about this. This is like currently my favorite list. And then obviously I think that's like the most common archetype. It's the 60 boys, which with all the buffs, which basically takes mostly the archetype from Green Tide from before, which was like the most common one. Just play all the boys with all the stuff in, like all the characters in it. But now it's Equatorial Horde with freebooters, which gives you so much pressure turn 1. Or because it's freebooters, it also just gives you the like not the trading, but like this like wave by wave potential of like, oh, you placed all your army at the back because you didn't want to be charged turn 1 with my whole army. So I'm just going to put 1 unit in the war and put it in you, and it's already a pain in the ass to deal with that. And especially this list has like this 1 flash kit unit. And I guess like that's something also you tested, like, okay, have this 1 flash kit unit. Because, and I think
I tested exactly this unit with the banner and all of it.
And like I think the list fits together very well. I really like the potential of like you can turn one anyone, but you can also like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can also play
anyone.
slow and like flip a unit into the wild.
Exactly.
Send that one. Flip a unit into the
and actually, I think that does it way better than like the Green Tide used to. So it's like a really nice, well-rounded orc list. And the flash kits here, they help you with the turn 1 push if you really want to push. And otherwise, they really keep the opponent honest, right? Because
just some gun.
Yeah, from the opponent perspective, you have to kind of like think about it. Oh, they could come out and they can do. They don't one-shot the Defiler, but they do like 11.
Yeah, with the anti-vehicle 4+.
Yeah. Yes. So I like that unit here a lot, but it's really different than having it in like this composition or having it in like a shooty list as we do. Because when we have the unit, they kind of need to do the thing, or at least have 2 more units that then finish the job, right?
Exactly. This unit, my only gripe with it was the banner knob was 70 points. I was like, this guy's not worth 70 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my
unit of flash kits.
Yeah, but I get what he's doing. It's just like a very efficient, like a very self-sufficient shooting unit in an army with not a lot of guns. Yeah.
I mean, it's still not expensive, right? It's like 225 points more.
Yeah, it's still cheap. It's expensive for orcs.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to go over the lists, we can give our opinion.
Did you consider like playing one of these concepts before WTC?
So Fred was really interested in hearing my opinion on Speedwa.
Yes.
I will say I've read this detachment like every day before list submission.
Yes.
I don't understand why it's good. You have to explain to me. I don't understand it. I know, okay, sure. You send your bikes with +1 damage and lance, and you go fast.
Yeah.
So, I have played this detachment before. Actually, that was the first detachment combination I was trying out when started playing 11th edition. But I was still playing my older style, which I played in 10th when I was trying out orcs with shooty orcs, which was more defensive, of like trading a little bit. People can only shoot trucks and then so on. And this list really takes the speed warp, more Daka combination, and says, okay, I take all the speed. And even if I don't kill my targets as good as other lists, I'm going to be definitely in their deployment zone, or my opponent's not going to leave their opponent's zone. And so it's going to be just I'm going to do all the points, and you're going to do little points as possible. So I think how this list works, and this is also partly theory crafting, is that it actually has 20 flash kits in Mordaka, which, as we learned, is a good data sheet. It has tank bursters, which, I mean, I know you don't like them, but they're actually decent in a lot of targets, and they're actually amazing if they are at the right target.
So I like tank busters more if I don't have gas, if that makes sense. Because
yes, exactly. I was having games. I mean, no one played them mostly, but against Tyranids, and it's like, oh shit, my flash kits, my looters, none of them can kill like the two up safe guy.
The turn effects,
yeah, or like the old 1-eye unit. Like I shot like 20 looters into old 1-eye. I'm like, oh, he's still alive. No, he starts healing. Holy shit! But if I just had like the one unit of tank bust with shock attacker and just poof,
it'd be gone.
All dead.
It definitely makes more sense to me if you don't have gas. If you don't have like the push button where you just go, okay, if I charge this, I'm gonna punt it into the sun.
It's like the good old. I mean, maybe you don't know, but like orcs always had in the whole 10th edition, the problem with AP. Like lots of AP1
and 2.
and then AP2 in melee best, but it's only on some power clause. So it's like, oh, Gus, he has AP3, but he cannot be everywhere. So yeah, Gus sometimes solves it, but he has melee. And then the tank busters, they do solve it, especially together with the shock attack gun. I think that's how it works. So it basically says, actually, I have a lot of shooting. I don't know why there's no looters in that, and I also miss them, to be honest. I think this list could totally have some looters. Maybe it says because my opponent's not going to be on objective anyways or something. Because I think how it works is that you leverage the copters, which are so cheap. It's like 140 points for 24 wounds. And
toughness 7 with the new one and a 4
toughness 6 for save. 4 wounds per unit.
How many points per wound is that?
Yeah. Little. Very little.
We're probably getting into like cultist territory there.
Yes.
We're better than cultists.
Yeah, and so I think how it works is basically it has shooting that the opponent needs to respect. And then maybe as soon as the opponent respects it and like they're a little bit back, you just take the whole board. I keep thinking to myself, when does this war? Does it war in the turn where it basically takes the board to be resilient with the tank, the death copters and the trucks, or does it wait a turn and basically then war? So maybe also the flash kits get out of the trucks, they run, shoot, charge. Could be definitely. Yeah,
that you just wow on the turn where you get your war trikes and Zod in, because those are the most important.
But they are a bit slower. So I guess they depends on when they can come.
Because the death copters like don't need the wow, they just do their thing.
Like this list was the top scorer from Australia. Like
yes, it was the top scorer from Australia, and also it was. I mean, okay, obviously the faction ranking in teams is always fake because tier differences and
correct. But what I found like astonishing is that he beat like 15-5 the Canadian Orks.
Yeah, like, no, I think this is actually great against Orks because so even though it's not like Orks can kill Deathcopters, but actually Deathcopters are amazing against everything in Orks. Like they're amazing against Quick Hawks. They're amazing against boy units. They charge looters and just kill them because they have like, I don't know, 6 to 7 attacks with AP 0, but who needs AP against
like
Orks?
6-0-1, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. 6 attacks each in the WA or something like that.
Yeah. He also beat 19-1 the American Emperor's Children. So like it has the potential there to at least do something. Like
and the black squads with plus 1 damage and lance will do a lot of damage.
Yeah, because I had games where I thought, oh, I could have just used more units because I was just flooding my opponent. Then I was thinking, oh, but I just have more units already because I placed 30 flash kits. So I basically was using like a unit of flash kits as just 5 Stormboys, just like I just put OC here. They shoot. Oh, okay, they didn't hit anything or didn't have a good target. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So actually, I was like, oh, what I'm telling myself, I already have enough units. It's fine. But I was still thinking, oh, actually, but if I noticed before, maybe having some copters or some even faster stuff to just be there quicker would be nice.
Be tanky and exist.
Yeah. What was your thought? Did you ever like? Did you think about that? Did you have these thoughts as well, like just having more speed?
So me personally, for my team, I gotta do big wins basically.
Yes,
first have a chance. So my list was very like no scoring, just muscle. Because I gotta go and kill my opponent because that's what I need for my team, right?
Yeah.
Maybe let's take a look at the French list, because that list was also like the top scoring list of France. Like he also went like 7-0. And like, oh boy, I was very afraid of that list.
I really like this list. It does one thing. You know what it does. Damn, it does it well. That's a lot of wounds.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically the copter version. Minus the shooting and make the copters actually do damage.
And have a fill of blade and have -1/2.
That's the fun list. I also played that. It's I was actually surprised how well it plays on the tables from like line of sight and staging purposes, because I was really coming from playing Green Tide with Modaka and really enjoying that, putting 20 boys here, and it's like, you can come and shoot me anytime, just be my guest, but please come in 15. And then there's sort of, oh wait, now I need to go back to like the old 10th edition style where I have to really like, you can barely see me from this angle and this. I was not happy about Squeakhawks. That's why also I brought a small Squeakhawk unit. I actually had a list with 8 of them, and then I put only 4 in my list. And he goes all in. And when I put it on the table, I was like, oh, actually, it's fine. You can stage on most maps, and even if you don't complete the stage, it puts your opponent in an awkward position. So
even if you lose like half the squad.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, you can shoot me here. I'm gonna put -1 damage, -1 to wound because of Warhorde, and suddenly like I was like got shot by a Defiler. I was like, okay, I lose 2 guys, I guess, but now your Defiler's out. War, let's go.
Yeah. And another thing that I really like about this list is the double beast boss. You just get to cover your entire army with an aura.
Yeah.
If you charge me, I'm gonna casino this heroic, and if I hit, you're fucked. So don't ever charge me because I have +1. It's free. Don't know if it's free, but is it free?
I wonder if this really came up, because actually, or another thing I like to was debating with myself a little bit after the tournament was the beast boss of Skrigosaurus. For me, maybe could have been Mothrock. Mothrock is more expensive, but I had some test games where I really liked the beast boss, for example, against Legion of Excess, to do the heroic stuff, but in none of my games it came up. Like, no one charged me.
True.
No one went into me.
But also that might be because they're scared of that. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, true. Like, but if they're scared enough, maybe I don't need to do that anyways. Like, how, like, I wonder, did Matt play any melee matchups?
I like the beast bosses in multiples that you can cover your entire army with.
Like Matt played Brian, Brian Sapp with Orks.
Oh, yeah, I see.
18-2.
Yes, let me go to he played against Dark Angels, Imperial Knights, the other Orks. How?
To be fair, Warhorde also just destroys other melee armies. Exactly. Between the crit 5s, the fight on death, -1 to wound.
Yes. True.
So the beast bosses are just one more layer on that of like, if you charge me,
I see that,
the game can end on the spot.
Yes.
If I roll a 10,
yes.
ends.
What would have been your estimation playing against this?
If I kill the squigs, good.
If you kill the squigs, good. Yeah, if you kill Army, good. Yeah.
It's
if he's dead, I'm fine.
I think the more shooty Orc lists will have a much better time than Brian. First of all.
Yeah, I agree.
Because having the shooting advantage.
With Brian, guys, we talk about the list with the 60 boys and just tiny shooting. Yeah.
One squad of flash kits, so flash kits with -1 to wound. How many picks do they kill? 2.
I mean, even imagine, okay, Gas is gonna do Gassing and his unit's gonna obliterate a squad. But then just imagine, okay, you're gonna fight on death on that Squeakhawk unit, and then like there's another war boss unit with 20 boys that like, I'm gonna kill you. I maybe also have sustain. I have Elisa, and then the Squeakhawks just say -1 to wound. You wound
or just interrupt and kill half the unit. Yeah. It's so having guns definitely helps you here, but it's honestly just a stat check. Like, you will deploy hidden, but not 100%, so you can probably shoot a bit at it, and then we'll find out together if you can kill enough before they connect with you.
Exactly.
That was my thoughts, basically.
Yeah.
But it's a great list, and in teams, if you get it into things that can't kill the pigs, you just go, okay.
We should actually talk about maybe a bit more about our role. So I talked with my captain before, and I said I really liked like I couldn't play my list anymore with the green tide and Mordaka, so I needed to find something else. And I liked the shooting aspect, and I was trying to replicate the melee part, and then the new detachment, which was Brian was using, the Equatorial Horde, was coming out, and I was testing it after the Balanced Daughter Slate, and also thinking about it a lot, like how would this work in a team. And my captain told me basically, no, we don't want a list, and we don't need a list from you, which is go all out, take search and destroy, go first and 20-0 someone, because I might have to play a lot of different armies, which might be prepared for it, have more like a balanced matrix. I'm not going for the high scores. And so I would say my list was a bit more defensive in the end. Like that's why I bring all the shooting guys, because if you really come to me, I can shoot you. And then sometimes, like in my games, I was feeling like, oh, he's not coming to me, I want to push him more, but I couldn't push him. I wish I have like 18 more copters or something, or 18 Skrikok boys. But then obviously there would have been a different list. For you in Team Portugal, which sorry, it's tier 2 or 3?
We were tier 2 this year. We'll probably be tier 2 next year or something.
Nice. Okay. So like what was your role exactly, and did you also consider, like, is the role that determined this list, or is more the guard player guys from the past determined this list? Like,
so
because we just said, like, for France, the Ork list with the 20
has a very specific role.
Yeah. And what was the high score?
I went more of a toolbox, like single stylist, because I have to be able to leverage my player skill to try and get a big win against anything. And the pairings is like, we're tier 2, maybe metrics are not accurate, so I just gotta go, like, I just think, okay, I go with what I think is the most I'm the most comfortable with. And I leverage that to try and get my big wins. And then in pairings, I was like third defender sometimes I stay till the end, sometimes I attack stuff. It's just whatever I feel like, put me in and I can get a big win now.
So you basically try to bring your best list, and then because it's Orks, it's it's good, it's like a S tier army, you're gonna have like your big greens in the matrix, and then you try to get in there.
Yeah, basically, because we need big wins from me.
Yeah, I think the best example is the round against Scotland, where like you played the GSC and Ines played your knights, and you both like high five to 20-0, and then the rest of the team like scored like 12, 8, 10, 10.
They get draws and stuff.
Yeah, and I think
we're similar style of team, where like they have Ines,
exactly.
We have me. We trained all our guys to get draws.
Yes, both of you like consider to leverage very well your lists, but also like your player personalities, just to make the team work. And like you see this.
I just imagine Gus and Ines being there at the pairing table, and like Ines like, this is gonna be my sacrifice for you, and Gus like, this is gonna be my sacrifice.
It was okay. Our Imperial Knights player had a terrible matrix. I just gave him to Ines.
Sure.
I assume the Gene Stealer cults. I assume the Gene Stealer cults were not very green in the matrix.
But your other like matches, like I think that your pairing strategy of doing this like worked out pretty well. Like for instance, the round against like Canada, which came up pretty close, like against the team 1, like the third one
in the pot, yeah.
Basically.
I was actually saying, like, people were saying that maybe the Scottish Spain will be the closest in the pots, and I was thinking, no, Portugal, Canada, you could make an upset.
So we have a very like small community, right? So this year we had like 2 armies there. Maybe not, like we had the Eldar. The Eldar was just, his matrix was so blood red. It was bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
So I think if we come back next year with meta armies, I think we can give them a better fight. But it was close in the end, to be fair.
Yeah.
He's like 6 points off.
I would disagree that your community is small. I mean, you have players even playing for Croatia. So, yeah. You have like whole spread your Portuguese genes about everywhere.
Yeah, we have a lot of
I mean,
disparate communities, of course.
I know, like it came really close, and also like against the murder machine that is like Italy. Like you only gave up like 2 lost, like you won 4 games and lost like 3 games like high. But yeah, it's
that's
an
a good
amazing
score.
show.
Yeah. And again, the Elder was, I think, our weak point this year.
In this podcast, we don't shame any Elder players. Elder players at WTC, that is an amazing job.
Yeah, we are nice.
Yeah, we're nice against Elder players.
I feel no sympathy for them after getting my Rogaldorn, my Lehman Russ, my Chimera blown up by a split firing Frig in turn 1.
Shut up. It was fair
all
and
my
balanced.
sympathy died there. I have never.
No, he doesn't mean your kind of Elder.
No. Not that kind. The kind of Elder who
You're
plays
good
with the army shit.
Where did Eldari end up? No, we're not going to look at that. Okay.
We're not going to look at it.
Focus, Fred.
Focus. Also, do we have... so we had this quick hog list. We had that list.
The second thing I tested the most was the equatorial, but I felt that sometimes to push a big win, and if I go second, is not always like 100% reliable, in my opinion. That's how I felt.
Yeah, my feeling was that when my opponent just goes away and stays away,
exactly.
I need to work too much to kill them, and the units are quite expensive for that, for Ork terms, than to just like put them in the open or just run on their objective.
Yeah. So ended up defaulting to more compared to Equatorial.
Okay. So I think we talked about all these lists. Funny enough, I haven't played almost no singles this year, but I will play a single tournament in 2 weeks. But sadly, they're not using the Ork Codex yet, so I will probably just use some. Maybe I'm gonna play Speed War or something fun.
Yeah, you should play Speed War, and you should tell me what it does.
Wait, is this the tournament where I'm also playing?
I don't really understand.
Sorry, Paul?
Is it the tournament where I am also playing?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to play 18 Alaros, so I don't care about that, brother. You can play whatever you want.
You're not allowed to play 18, right? No, 18 is the max. 6 is the 6, right? Yeah.
I could even play like 21 if I was feeling like cute, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so we have 2 more topics. One topic is the Ork Codex, which we shortly touch on, just shortly. But then we should give Gus the honor. Because we have been talking about the teams a lot, and then a little bit our game, because we played in the singles. We did play in the singles against each other in round 6, which, as you probably already know, guys, then Gus won. And then you went on to play in the Shadow Round and played against Folger Piles. And I want to highlight this. Folger Pile won the whole tournament. He also won with Team USA, the team tournament, obviously. And I'm not sure how but I think he was not the best. Was he the best scorer in the whole WTC?
No, it was behind me.
Okay, yeah, of course. While winning, maybe you have a bit harder opponent, but he really carried his team. He did a lot of points. So
maybe he have a bit harder opponent in Portugal.
Maybe, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't shame any lower tier teams.
I'm not confirming anything here.
But what I want to say is, Gus, heads up to you. You managed to get the only draw against him if there wouldn't be the Shadow Round tiebreaker thing, because after round 5, you both had the same score on the scoring sheet and needed to play another 6th round. So maybe tell us a little bit about your game against 18 Alaris.
So actually, I looked at the list. I was like, okay. And I saw Folger. I was like, yikes, that kills me very fast. That's a lot of Alaris. But then I played it and I discovered, well, actually, I kill is very fast too. Like, I think Folger, probably if we play it again, he's more respectful of Luta, I guess, but he wasn't expecting like the raw damage of a Luta squad with heavy moving and shooting Alaris and killing like 4, for example, right?
Maybe but he rushed you?
No, I rushed him. I went first. I stage everything and I just go. But eventually you just run out of stuff when you're hitting custodes. And then he also has Valerian. It's tough for me to deal with in melee.
-1. He has like AOC and melee, right?
AOC.
Yes.
So like all my melee bricks are kind of useless against the Alaris, so I'd have to kill them in shooting. He played it very well. Like he got back in the game after I pushed him really hard, and we just completely nuked each other. There was nothing left. There was like Valerian and a squad of Grots left.
Nice.
It's the most violent game ever. I think against anyone but Folger on the 18 Alaris, I would just have killed everything instantly.
Because you just have enough shooting, and the Lutas is amazing. Like it wounds it on 3.
The Lutas are
has
great
AP1, has 2 damage. It's enough. Yeah.
And if I was playing Equatorial, then I 100% think I turn into that game and I'm cooked, because he just needs to have like a Warden squad and an Alaris squad, and then he'll shoot charge and probably kill all the boys. But having the shooting is honestly what kept me in the game.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. It's a very strong list. It's just a lot of stats and shooting.
Let's go.
Ork shooting is best shooting.
No, I mean the custodes. It's just a very strong list.
Oh yeah.
And they also shoot. They also kill you.
They shoot really hard.
Yeah.
The Dakar rigs were amazing in this game because the Alaris wound them on 6s, so they could just kind of sit in the open and keep shooting. Like early game, where it's like, oh, the custodes still has a lot of models alive, so he's not getting the +1 to wound without sending his sisters to Narnia and sending this dread over here to this corner, so my Alaris can be here and aim at your guy. So wounding on 6s. He was also quite surprised at how much damage the Dakar is just sitting still and shoot, kept doing. So, yeah. But eventually he did get through all of it with like 2 Alaris and Valerian, and then, how custodes goes.
Interesting. Yeah, wow. This is like, I mean, in some degree, Orks are a glass cannon, but certain profiles are then still hard to answer. And this list is so tough, but the Ork damage is so amazing.
That's like the Ork profiles line up super well. Like gas damage 4.
Yeah.
The boys, they don't have AOC except on Valerian. All the Lutas and the Dakar rigs are just perfect at killing Alaris. But then it also kills you fast.
Did you prepare that match in any way? Did you have this on your radar? Or
it was my first time playing against this.
Okay.
Yeah. I've never played against this before.
Yeah, but because I was also like, I was thinking about custodes, but I was like, okay, I didn't have anyone to practice it with before the list submission, and then I said, okay, I'm just gonna abide it. I'm not gonna worry about it because they're gonna be other good.
I had like a list of things where I'm like, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't want to find out. Just give me the good matches for my lists, and I'll bring home the big scores. So I didn't really prepare those. Like Votan was on this list where like Votan that's really fast with a lot of blasts. Maybe I kill it. Maybe I don't. I don't particularly care to find out. I just take something else and get the 20 there.
Yeah, it's just like playing Bukhari, I think.
Yeah, basically.
Careful there, careful.
Yeah,
know where you live.
Don't worry about the best matchups. It's gonna be fine, pal.
Yeah.
It's not. Like let's talk. This tournament was like last year's Tim getting beaten by Liam, like losing one part of his ego, like unlocked the monster that Tim is now. So this WTC unlocked like
he opened his chakra.
Stopping to care about my cute shit and start playing broken stuff again. So
yeah,
I know where you live, Fred. So be careful.
I'm looking forward to our weekend.
Next tournament, assimilation tournament. Here we go.
Let's go.
The England tournament is pretty good.
Yeah, Greg did a good job. So kudos to Greg. I don't know how someone that old can still play tournaments that well.
I went up to him and I told him, like, I'm very disappointed in him that he's meta chasing on tournaments.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, should we talk a little bit about the Ork Codex, or do we have any more questions, Paul?
Please do that. I have no other questions. Like, we covered most of the topics we had. Like,
yeah, I think that's basically.
This was a very jolly thing. I think like just for a bit of clickbaity rage content, to me, you can tell me, what does the Ork Codex do? Why is it broken?
I want to talk about the Ork Codex and just start by saying, who wrote that? Were they smoking?
Not your mushrooms.
I just kept reading every datasheet. I'm like, what?
So they basically.
Do you have Gustavo? Do you have in Portugal this meme of mucho texto?
Mm-hmm.
Like where someone sends you a lot of chaff and you don't want to
a brick of text and you don't want to.
Exactly, you just say mucho texto. So I think Fred showed me gas or tank busters or something like this, and I read this and I looked at this and there was so many keywords and rules. I was like, bro,
the boys, the battle line has 3 different.
The battle line, yeah, I know.
Why?
Yeah, it's a wall of text.
Ork players cannot read that much.
Nazre. Don't get me started on Nazre. Nazre has 7 rules.
So I think they did a good study. I think they had someone as their job for half a year or a year to study what were the feel bad moments any Ork player in tournaments and casual play had to do in 10th edition. And then they wrote a whole list. And then I said, we're going to eliminate all of them. So, for example, one of the complaints, and I mean, just imagine 10th edition started with Orks having to declare the war at the beginning of the battle round. So if you didn't go first, the opponent could always go oh, you warred. Well, so now you move d6 inches more. So I'm just going to move 6 inches back and you're going to have no turn. That's how it started. Then they adjusted it a little. They said, okay, you can do it in your command phase, but don't overdo it. Then they put gas, you can put it in boys, all these stuff that happened gradually. It took forever. And now they're just you can call the war, any command phase. Your opponent, your own, your grandma's, doesn't matter. Just do it. And also, actually, you don't need to call the war anyways. We're going to give you 4 different rules, which put units, datasheet rules, which put unit into war, and also some stratagems and other stuff. Then, and also you can just make everyone have better profiles, so you don't need the war anyways.
So the war is just a 5-up even.
Yeah, it's they just really all the downsides. They cut out all the downsides. The Beast Snagger boss on Skrigosaurus, he had a 4-up anti-vehicle weapon, and people were oh, but I have charged so many vehicles and they didn't die. They're we got you, guy. Mate, we're just gonna give you T12, strength 12, and D6 plus 1 damage.
So many strength 10 and 12 in this.
Yeah, it's and it was there was the fun rule of Mordsrock. He has damage 5 against Titanic, but because he didn't wound them enough, so he wasn't reliable killing them. But you know what's more fun? Killing reliable. So now he has strength 12, D6 plus 1 or 2 damage, full wound rerolls, hitting on 2s. It's everything does what it. So in a way, everything does what it's supposed to do. But somehow I don't find any where's the weakness? Where's the trade-off? Where's thing I cannot do?
Have you looked at the airplanes?
Yeah, they're amazing. No. I mean, I have even considered playing more than one of them, and
My first idea when I saw the codex was I'm just bringing 3 Wasboom, Blastojet, or whatever they're called.
Yes.
They shoot like a defiler.
Yeah, and they used to have it like that. Like the one weapon that was operated by a grud would hit on force because fluff and coolness. And now they're like, no, we're gonna make this whole thing hit on force and have ignore cover because ignore cover is bad.
Why does everything have ignore cover?
Well, because otherwise people like the orcs hit bad and people don't want to hit them. I don't know.
The Dakar rig, it was good enough for me to take 3 of them to WTC. Yes. That was my opinion. And then I read the new data sheet and it gained lethal hits, sustain on both weapons, ignore cover, and better ballistic skill.
It lost heavy. Be careful. Now you don't.
It lost heavy. Now it's built in.
Yeah. Now it has heavy. It has heavy movement 8.
Yes.
Oh wait, you can advance and shoot as well. Yeah.
We were just talking about the flash kits. The flash kits. Oh my god.
What a fucking drug. Yeah.
What? Why are they 3 wounds?
You better never meet a what's it called? Like a shooter boy flash kit in like 7 inches or 8 inches or something. Because they're gonna shoot you with 20 melters.
They one-shot the Robodoid.
Yeah.
Oh, the melters are D3 plus 2, melta 2.
Yeah. So
I will have a lot of fun this coming week.
So one comparison, I mean, I don't know if it has been made that much, but one comparison you can make is that it looks a lot like the Death Guard Codex from last edition when it came out. Everyone was reading it and they were like, this unit does this unit does this. Mortarion, who before that was just a beat stick, now has like all these 3 rules and so on. In a way, like it's really cool because it gives all the rules. It makes a lot of units do things they are supposed to do, but I don't really know where it's supposed to stop. And I feel like there was like this huge hype from Death Guard, and now I like Death Guard just like somehow they're like super bad. I don't know what they're gonna do with orcs. Like first they're gonna be super undercosted, and they're gonna make it so expensive. They're like the super elite army. I don't know what's supposed to be. What do you guys expect in the future?
I think it's worse for orcs in the long run because 6 months from now, it's gonna be pointed like T-Sans, where T-Sans armies look like two rubric squads, a brick of Terminators and Magnus. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think Orks armies are eventually going to look like 40 guys and guys. I don't know. With these kinds of rules, it's just there's only one way it goes up because they would have to rewrite too much to fix it.
I mean, Gasco with the current rules, he has to cost 400 points, right?
Yeah.
Like
at least.
Like I was talking to people that say this guy is better than Fulgrim. In my opinion, if he costs 340, he's undercosted.
How much does Fulgrim cost?
340.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, definitely.
Like Fulgrim like a chump.
Fulgrim has 0 synergy, and Gasco, like his 2 rules are everyone is +1 hit and wound in 6 inches, which is insane. And then
everyone
basically
has Y again.
Yeah, put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units in the war, which it's also insane.
Yeah, you have to cost like 400 points.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I'm happy because I like if orcs go down from the unit count and be more this thing. But I feel it feels weird because now I feel like every orc is kind of like a space marine. You know, like Flash Kit's now like a eradicator because there are also 3 runes and so on. But somehow I still feel eradicator is already the elite guy. Sorry?
Honestly, they shoot better than the eradicators.
I guess, yeah. I mean, they hit on force now as well, for whatever reason they.
With Ignorco. On one of the profiles?
Or is lethal no, but you can probably give it to them.
You can get it so easily.
Does it even matter? They have like units of 10, 3 wounds, extra AP, like so flexible. What the fuck?
This weekend I discovered that just because a unit hits on 6s, if you give it sustain and full rerolls to hit, it's not hitting on 6s. It's hitting on 3s.
Because we play a D6
I think
game.
we need someone to make these maths before they release these units.
I mean, the good news about all these data sheets is there is no reroll to hits in any of this.
Yes. So sometimes you will win.
Wait until looters come out. The looter kill team is reroll hits again.
The kill team. Yeah. It's just silly. I will say though, the codex is super flavorful. Like the detachments are really, really cool. Like Dreadmaw hitting the button, or the Madcap mechs. You know this one?
Yeah. You
that one is so cool.
Yeah.
You do random stuff. It's very orky, but it feels just incredibly strong.
Gus, do you know what it means when you are wobbled?
No idea.
Well, that happens when the bubble sugar hits you. Then you become wobbled. And then while you're wobbled, every time you shoot someone, the opponent has benefits of cover.
So I also found it funny that mechans have like 5 different keywords they can give. And then their detachment has like a couple keywords they can give.
Yeah.
My favorite is the Torrent shock attack gun.
Yes. If you roll a 1.
That one is so cool. Or the Sustain 2. It's just a massive casino.
Yes. So the only like upside I see of like Orks getting like ridiculously expensive is that maybe Fred can finish a game on time.
Exactly. It's a Fred buff. Thank you very much.
It's definitely a Fred buff. So everything that's a Fred buff is a power nerf. So bad for me.
Not the same team.
Bro, I have to like play you each week. But the good thing is that maybe like you come to my place at 10 and maybe we have like a game finished before the sun sets and my girlfriend comes back from work and asks, why is Fred still here?
Poor Fred.
Yeah.
No, we love Fred. Fred is always welcome here.
Yeah, it's just a silly codex.
What's the like? Because we don't know. Obviously, we don't know the points yet. We don't know the detachment points yet. But it's expected that everything is except war, it's just 1, and we don't know which unit can go where. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that even like changed everything. What are the most exciting archetype or like detachments you're looking at first glance?
My first list will be 30 flash kits, 3 airplanes, 3 Dakar rigs.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I can table every army in the game by turn 2 with that.
Well, but what do you do with the rest of the 1,000 points you left?
Yeah, 1,500 points.
Pick random units, doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
You can add like Nazarek, because why not? He's broken too. Meganovs, why not? Permanent AOC. And
I mean, I haven't played it yet. I didn't have the time, but I think my first game I will just play 1,600 points or something. And
yeah, I'm expecting it's like 1,000.
Yeah,
600, and I'll be pleasantly surprised if it's a bit more.
It will not. It'll be cheaper.
Okay. What are you most interested in the new Ork Codex, Paul?
It gets legends, but it's fine. Actually, the planes.
The planes.
Planes.
Did you play against honest planes? Didn't you already get traumatized by them?
I don't care. No, those planes were fine. It was one of the few things that were fine. I like planes. I want to play planes. I don't know.
Me too. I've never gotten to play planes.
Yeah. Like
whenever they were playing,
I had a lot of fun.
It was always bad for
40k. So.
I know the stories. I want to be part of the story myself for once.
I know.
Sure, you want to go to the trenches and just be
I want to roll to go first and drop 3 planes and be like, when I concede.
Yeah, when I concede, GG well played. Yeah. Like when I look at that is the profile of the Wasboom Blaster Jet.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like actually, what the fuck?
I mean, how many shots does he have? Like 20?
So it's 16 damage 3 shots with +1 200 against vehicles and ignore cover. And it's 12, 6 -1 1. So you can also split fire and kill like 10 demonettes while you're killing the enemy defiler.
Yeah,
but you think it hazardous, I guess, or something like this. Who cares? Exactly.
Yeah, this is
You
actually
have
a good
two more
example as well.
planes.
Like the bus from Dakajet, he has like 2 weapons. One is high strength, but actually compared very low shot count, so it's usually wouldn't take it. So you have like a downside of, okay, this is weapons with low strength, so it's good against like Terminators, but not so good against vehicles. And then like, oh, someone like got out the list of things they didn't want anything like to miss. Like, if we have the big gun, it also should kill everything. Okay, then we just give it +1 to wound against vehicles and monsters.
Yeah.
So like every data sheet right now have like a like only upsides, no downsides. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, no weaknesses, right? I've been seeing some people talk about, the weaknesses that we lost, like durability, no more film pen on the squigs.
Yeah, but it's
fine if you do infinite damage.
Yeah, also because you can sometimes you just switch, if they used to be more tanking and less doing the damage, but now you just
that damage.
What is your favorite unit, Gustavo, in the whole codex? Like mine, for instance,
Ork Codex.
Fucking Rocket Truck Squig Buggy, because I love pronouncing this. But
do
you have
like? Can cover you in squigs.
Yeah.
Another keyword.
Yeah.
My favorite units, like of Orks, like the model or the rules.
Whatever. The name, the guns.
It's just Dakaris. I just like a guy riding a mech shooting way harder than he should have any right.
I think Gus, maybe he's actually in his like very deep brain. There's like some memory, and which the child that wants out and actually wants to play knights. Now that I hear this,
I did play knights against my team, like to practice for WTC. When Gate Warden was busted, it's just like, I go first. I went second. They come out, they hit me once, and then okay.
Yeah, sad times that we couldn't bring the Gate Warden, but that's life. Paul, you already said what's your favorite?
Yeah, the Rocket Truck Squig Buggy. The best unit in the entire game.
What is your favorite, Fred?
Flash Kids.
Definitely.
Yeah, Flash Kids are amazing.
You have 30 ready for the new codex.
I have 30 ready. Actually, I don't, because I only paid it 20 and then borrowed the last 10.
Weak.
Actually, I like the bikes and the Deathkiller Wartrike. I wish the Deathkiller Wartrike had like a smaller base.
Oh, even the bikes and the Deathkiller, they just got the semi-out treatment, basically.
Yeah, have you ever been hit by a damage 4 claw from the Deathkiller Wartrike?
No,
pretty
but
good.
There's enough time to find out.
There will be.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a great end. Thank you very much, Gus, for coming on to our podcast.
Thanks
for moderating again and bringing the best questions, the most important questions to us. Gus, do you want to give any shout outs or anything you want to let the viewers hear? Please, now is your time.
Nothing special. If you want to reach me, you can find me on Discord. Just search Gustavo. I'm on most Discord.
He's the one with the profile of Nork.
Yes. I used to have Solid Snake. Now I have Nork.
Oh, fair.
Wait, which Discord? Is there like a team Portugal Discord, or you mean the
everywhere?
Everywhere. That check and try hard and stuff. And
I will put that in the description.
Yeah.
And shout out to our favorite Portuguese player, Francisco.
Yeah, greetings to Cisco. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, you guys, for listening. If you want to have more content for the WTC or generally on 40k, we especially cover the German and Austrian tournament scene. We stream every Monday. We stream in German, but I heard some people use subtitles, or if you just want to get in contact with us, subscribe to the channel, join our Discord, and you can also find me as Fred and Pau as Pau in most of the Discords in the 40k world out there. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.